folks? What happened to my... Oh, I let it sit for too long. What's happening? What day is today? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday to you. It's a good day today. We got one path left in Act 7.1. The itemless streak on the line. Of course, we won't let it. We won't let the streak end. We're gonna finish it up itemless, and then I forget what the rewards are. I know there's a nexus and a selector, a cat selector, right? Right. So we'll get a 25% selector. So I'm gonna go mutant for this. Not to spoil the opening that I posted earlier, but we did not get any 6-star champion that I'm going to even remotely consider spending tier 5 CC on today. So the smart choice here is to choose mutant, which will guarantee me a fully formed mutant catalyst. And you know, if I don't pull a really good mutant soon, I could take Havoc up. I mean, Havoc is a really good mutant and worthy of rank 3, even unduped. And then we've got this, which, okay, that's another 25%. And then we've got the Nexus, which is the big deal. And a bunch of Sig Stones, which are just stockpiling. I think I have probably, between the crystals and my inventory, I think I have over 200 6-star Sig Stones just sitting there doing nothing because I have absolutely nobody to use them on. There we've got 50 singles, and we got 55 of those. And then how many crystals do I have? 6-star Sig Stone crystals. So 55 plus those, so that's 20, so 75. Yeah, I have exactly 200 6-star Sig Stones with nobody to use them on. So that kind of sucks, but you know, they'll be useful eventually, I'm sure. Dead memes, welcome, dude. Timmy, always second. You gotta be quick on the draw, dude. Who's this streamer? What's up, Terrence? How you doing? I'm doing good. It's been kind of you know, the crystal opening had me in a bit of a bummer mood. Even though we did pull somebody really, really good out of it as a 5-star. But the 6-star pulls lately have been so bad. I went back and looked at all of my featured pulls. And just Mr. Fantastic, Dragon Man, which I am still, you know, over the moon about, Spider-Gwen, Falcon, Red Goblin, Wasp, Daredevil, and Cull. Just so bad. Just nobody useful. Donut Cop coming in with a $4.99. Dude, Donut Cop, welcome, and thank you very much for the donation, dude. I really appreciate you. I'm not sure why it's not coming up on the thing yet. If it doesn't come up in the next minute or two... Oh, there it is. There we go. Thanks, Mega Man. B, good evening, Simsir. Simply the best, better than all the rest. Thanks, dude. The shrimp with dolphin ears? What? The shrimp with dolphin ears? What? I don't even understand what that means. Oh my god. That's funny though. I don't really... Hey Sam, you should consider moving to Twitch because you stream a lot and I feel like YouTube is less stream friendly, if you know what I'm trying to say. Yes, a lot of people have told me that I should consider moving to Twitch. But to be completely honest, it was hard enough building up a channel here. And I feel like going over there is just going to be essentially starting over. So I'm just going to stick it out here. So, you know, I'm not trying to make a career of this or anything, so. You going all featured? I don't know. I was saying on Twitter today, I don't know that I can spend another 15k on this pool. Just, you know, I'm getting one good champ. Like, you know, there are good pulls in there. Falcon's good, you know, but like one usable champ for me right now out of like 10 pulls, just the math just isn't there. So I think I'm just going to go back to basics, to be completely honest. You know, I have spoiler alert. I have a Cosmic Ghost Rider now, and even though he's not a 6-star, 5 stars are still going to be viable for I would expect at least a significant portion of this year, if not the whole year. So, you duped 6-star Daredevil. You can use him on the gimme path. Woohoo! He's useful regardless. But like his best utility is that he ignores passive like Thorns damage, like Omega does and like Namor does. But you have to have him at max Sig, and if you're putting Sig Stones into somebody for that type of ability, you're going to put them into Namor and not Daredevil. So, all right, we got one path left here. Let's go over here. All right, so the path we have left is Footloose and Transducer and Stun Vulnerability. So I'm going to use Magic and Doom, I think, for here. So Doom will stagger all the buffs from Footloose. He could probably do this whole path, to be honest. The champs on here look pretty easy. And then we'll have Magic maybe as like a backup. And then for the Spider Witch boss, we're going to have Nick Fury and Void and Torch. And we'll swap in like Killmonger. So we'll have a good 4 counters, I think, to her. I'm not sure if there's like an actual like what the best counter to her is. Because like you got the poison from Scarlet Witch on her. You've got the Backblast node, so you kind of need an Incinerate. Excuse me, you kind of need an Incinerate immune, but you don't necessarily do. So, all right. So we'll bring Nick and Doom, and who else? I like how I immediately read off the list and then forget about it 2 seconds later. And we'll bring Void and Torch. And on top of the nodes I just listed, she also has that inverted controls, which kind of sucks. But all right, duped my 6-star blue Cyclops again. Sig 40. Oh, dude, Donut Cop. That's so painful, man. I mean, these pulls would still be bad and painful if they were 10k pulls, but just like spending 15,000 6-star shards on a Daredevil is just like, it's just soul crushing. It's so bad. And the shards for me are still very difficult to come by. Right, more power when struck, aggressive. Okay. Let's see how Doomy does. Jan, what's up, dude? Welcome. Okay, the shocks, I mean, not that it matters, because Sunspot is a pretty easy fight no matter what. But the shocks are going to keep his flare states in control, which is nice, I guess. How did I not? Oh, because my power is being drained. Oh, you know what? He's Incinerate immune. I don't really know why I did that. Oh. The Transducer is messing with my Doom rotation. That's okay. We can pretty much just play normal here. Stagger's doing a perfect job of keeping those buffs on him, so we're good. Quake is God tier against Spider Witch. Ignore the evade, the poison, inverted controls. That's true. Maybe I'll swap in Quake then. That's a really good point. I was thinking about that earlier. yeah, she'll get around, and even if I don't want to play like Quake and Shake, I think she can still do enough damage. I think I'll do that. That's a good call, Dead Memes. You can join Commando and stuff some SIGs into him? No. Not putting CEO in your video made it better to watch. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to, you know, I don't try to disparage other creators. But like the CEO thing, I know how it started, but I feel like it's just kind of like grown out of control at this point. Or like, you know, the word insane, like as a rule of thumb, and this goes out to anybody who's thinking about becoming a creator. If you put the word insane in your video title or your thumbnail, I'm just not gonna watch it on principle. It's because like it's the hyperbole and the overuse of the word insane just drives me crazy. So, like when I do like solos, and I'll do that thing where, you know, you put a word in all caps, you know, it's always like destroys or whatever. I try and think of like, you know, a better word, and that's kind of like my silent rebellion, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Sim is the only guy who gets depressed. I'm not depressed pulling a 5-star Cosmic Ghost Rider. No way. I was completely over the moon with pulling Cosmic Ghost Rider. I really wanted him. Again, he'll still be viable for content for, you know, the foreseeable future. They'll definitely not depressed about that. Just for like, you know, future stuff, it would be nice to be pulling, you know, better 6 stars than I'm pulling. So, how to use Dragon Man when? I mean, I've got plenty of Dragon Man videos on the channel. The R3 video opinions. The R3 video kind of has like a basic overview of how I use them. So I would encourage you to check that out. I put little like tidbits in all of my solos with him too. These heavies are doing so much damage because of the stun vulnerability node. Man, the transducer is just messing me up so bad. And I gave her so much power because she absorbed it. Let's just do this. We're going to have to pretty much ignore the Doom cycle, I think. Just because the transducer is just... it's not going to work. So we're going to have to kind of skip over the Fury from the SP3. I should have brought like a Nihilist maybe instead of magic, because the heavies are all happening while they're stunned. Getting guaranteed crits on the heavy would have been pretty nice to have, but, you know, you live, you learn. I was thinking about working on, like, an itemless... Oh, no, my stagger fell off. I was thinking about working on, like, an itemless guide. Or just kind of, like, my thoughts on doing this whole content itemless. I don't know. Things like that take a lot of time, and frankly, I don't have a lot of time during the day, so... Just use Ghost on Spider Witch. Oh, man. Show us your 6 stars. Alright, we can do that a bit later. Daniel, what's up, dude? What's up, Sim? Pulled a 6-star Ghost. Oh, dude, you're killing me with these pulls. Congratulations, Daniel. And, take comfort in the fact that I am extremely jealous of that pull. Very, very jealous. How are you so bad at throwing special 3s with Transducer? I mean, the problem isn't necessarily throwing the SP3. The problem is that it messes with the Doom cycle, because while you're doing the the combos afterward, you're losing power, and getting to the special 2 is not that easy. Nice, no parry. It's always good. Nice. Snap light attack. Perfect. Now I'm in the corner with heavies. Awesome. Alright, now I have slowed. So now I'm screwed. Now I'm screwed. Snoop Dogg ad? I entered the chat and got a Snoop Dogg ad? Well, as you know, Coop, as you know, Snoop Dogg, a very, very proud supporter of this channel. Oh, B, thank you for posting the that link to the Dragon Man vid. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Pulled 6-star White Mags. I mean, White Mags is better than the people that I pulled. I don't know, like when I tried the cycle there at first, Terrence, I was below 2 bars of power when I was ready to throw the SP2 after the cycle. I thought you said you didn't do ads. I don't do mid-roll ads. There's a difference. You gonna wait till the stagger goes off? Yep. Oh my god, just throw your special. What path is this? This is the Footloose path in 716. It's the last path that we need for 100%. How's it going, Sim? Mark, welcome, dude. Yeah, see, as soon as we get to the special 2 there, Terrence, it immediately dropped me below. So... oh, I lost my stagger, too. That's alright. How did he shrug off my shock there? Use cap? Gren. You know better. Cap doesn't stop the evade. Brian, what's up, dude? How's your week going so far? It's not bad. Not bad at all. How about you, Brian? Brian, I missed the Pens game last night because I was streaming. I watched like the very start of the first period, and I had to turn it off to stream. But they were down like 3-1, I think, in the first period, and I was like, well, here we go again. And then I went back later and I saw that they had somehow snatched victory from the jaws of defeat in OT with a nifty goal from Sid. So that was nice. I don't think... okay. Should I use my generic 6-star 1-2 on Ghost? Yes, you should. Absolutely rank up Ghost. You might consider playing around with her at rank 1 just to get comfortable with her. She does take, you know, she's not as difficult as like Quake to learn, but there is a bit of a learning curve, and the learning curve is a bit steeper when she's unduped. But there's lots of good Ghost gameplay out there. I don't know that I've ever actually seen like a good Ghost guide. I think Pete, for the longest time, said he was going to make one, but I don't know that he ever did. If somebody were to make a Ghost guide, it would be like, it would need to be like Pete or like Coop. Don't use Cap because Ghost. Act 7 law. Didn't look good at the start. Was a gritty comeback for sure. Yeah. I mean, after the first 2 games that they dropped against Philly, I was not very optimistic because like this, like their best players, up until, I mean, and even now to a point, their best players are not playing very well. Like Jerry looked terrible. Malkin was basically invisible. Crosby was fine. Marino was okay. Letang was really, really bad in those first 2 games. He was just all over the place, dude. Bro, you pulled a cap today? Dude, if my 6-star Nexus is a cap, I would be pretty happy with that, Grin. Jason Voorhees has one, I think. Okay. Yeah, he does a lot of good guides, too. For sure. For sure. Let's just do this. Because I feel like not playing Doom for 1 match. You know who would be really good for this node, this Footloose node, is Strife. Because he can ignore evade completely with his mediums, and he stuns on contact with Unstoppable. Lots of good counters for Footloose though, or you can just wait it out. Oh, we got the internal bleed up. That's good. Yeah, like I didn't really need to bring Doom. I didn't really need to parry there. It's fine. It just makes it easier if you nullify the buffs. If the Nexus had Cap and Ghost, oh, I'd pick Ghost all day. Because I can play Ghost unawakened, but Beardo would need, you know, for full utility, he would need duped and high sig. But I would make good use of Ghost unduped for sure, for sure. Jason does have one. Just found it in search. Okay, yeah, Jason's good. Just like I would recommend, just like like not necessarily even a guide, but just like watching a lot of good Ghost gameplay and just kind of see how they treat different situations. Like if you watch Pete's Incursions runs, he almost always just mains Ghost the whole time. So that's a good place to see like a variety of different nodes and how he approaches them. Coop does Ghost in War a lot. I think he mostly uses only Ghost. So like if you want to see how she handles like high tier war content, I would definitely check out Coop's videos. I used Ghost a bit in Labyrinth. There's not a terribly lot amount of Ghost gameplay on my channel. Yeah, I used her in Labyrinth for some stuff. And just, you know, periodically here and there I use her. Bro, Jugs shouldn't be in the 6-star pool. I waited half a year for 6-star and it's Jugs. Oh, rip dude. Rip dude. OP! What's up, man? Simdog Millionaire. Good to see you, dude. Alright, let's try out Magic here. So the what's his face here? He's gonna be getting a lot of buffs just from me hitting him. So the staggers from Doom aren't really gonna do much. But if we can keep him power locked, then we don't have to worry about the node either. Actually, should be much easier to get to our special 2 with the node. Wow, took 2 reparries to get it there. Wait, did he shrug off my... How did he shrug off my power lock there? Maybe I don't know what happened. Oh, the block damage from him is so terrible. Probably like a Sim Supreme or a Claire would have been better for this specific matchup. That was a lot of block damage, but, you know, whatever. Lefty Knox raid. Show yourself, Lefty. Show yourself. Alright, we got a Nebs and then a Strange. And then I'm going to, again, I'm going to swap in Quake instead of Killmonger, I think. Let me think here. She's going to get those regen buffs. So... who's going to be more useful for Spider Witch? Probably Doom. So, at least I can stun and then I can do like parry heavy. Is it just me, or does it seem like the power locks are falling off faster than they should be? Even with like the extra power from Transducer, I'm like barely getting to another special 2 before the power lock falls off. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Guys, remember when you could backdraft from a blocked hit with magic? Those were the days. You didn't have to waste so much time parrying. Of course, if I could stand up intercept with any consistency, I'd be better with magic. There he is, Lefty Knox. What's up, dude? Thank you very much for the raid. I assume you drove your brand new car over from your stream to mine. Double P, what's up, dude? You gonna 100% today or tease us even more? 100% today, dude. This is the last path. For real this time. And then there's a couple rewards. And And then maybe we'll just hang out and do... I think I've got 4 tokens for the side event left that we can do. Or I could just, you know, fart around in cav difficulty for a little bit. Count Slackula. Spidey, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Last path. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Spidey, I don't want to trigger you or anything, but I'm just saying I don't have Ghost in my team here, so I don't want to upset you even more. Just joking, of course, Spidey. The aggressive node is helping the intercept game here, too. I say that, and he immediately does not cooperate with intercept. There we go. At least I can return, or I can heal back the parry damage if he comes at me fast enough. Yeah, something's definitely up with the power locks. Thank you for cooperating, Stephen. What a nice young man. Man, when the AI cooperates with the intercepts with magic, you just get into this like zone, and like playing her becomes almost automatic. Nullify dead. Cool, cool, cool. Gets triggered. Always triggers Spidey. All right. All right. So we don't want to take her over 2 bars, right? She's got backblast, so we can't really crit her. But I don't think the backblast is really going to be a problem, because we're not using anybody with like huge crit rate. Like Void, I mean, really only Nick has a significant crit rate. Doom and Void's are really low. So I think we're going to swap in Quake instead of Killmonger. That way I don't even have to worry about any of her reverse controls. Where are you? All right, so we have pretty much a full healthy team here. Oh, and I get the evade synergy with Quake and Nick too, so that'll be useful. All right, last boss, guys. Last boss. Yeah, I'll try Torch first. You guys know I usually like to go in with my like, not that Torch is a bad counter here, but I mean he can't really counter the poison. We'll go in with Torch first and just see what we can do. And we'll do parry, medium, light, medium, and then just try not to get hit with the special attacks. Whose specials does she have? Okay. I forgot momentarily that she had Scarlet Witch's specials. Oh, she evaded that. You sneaky. Oh, dodged too early. What? Apparently, my parry didn't work, so the evade triggered, and then she countered me before I got control of my champ back. But we did half damage, so that's pretty good. That's, like, I was talking, I think I mentioned it last night, like, one of the things I wish that they would fix in this game is the evade. Specifically, the fact that the length of an evade dash back is shorter than the dash back that you would normally get just by moving yourself. And that's, like, the biggest problem with evade for me. Because with the shorter dash back, the AI always has more time to go in than you do, because they're the AI, right? So, how do you evade mid special? Oh, it was the synergy, Spidey. The Quake and Nick Fury synergy. What was that, like 2%? Oops, did not mean to do that. Agent X would be so proud of me right now, guys. Almost there. My finger hurts. I feel like I'm gonna crack my screen from pressing on it too hard. Hey, that was the best quaking I've ever done in my life, folks. There it is. Folks. There it is. That was, as typical, I over-planned. Not necessarily overthought, but over-planned. But it's better to be prepared than underprepared, so. Come on, you boring sack of peanuts, use Ghost. Jeez. That was a real spicy one. That's what she said. Maybe. Here we go. 716, 100%. Act 7.1, 100%. Alright, so for the... again, we're going to use Mutant here. This will give us a Mutant Catalyst guaranteed. I was thinking the only way that I wouldn't have picked Mutant here is if we had pulled Ghost from the featured. So... Alright, so we will go through and open this, and then open this. Yeah, that was, man, that's a pretty picture. Take a screenshot of that there. By the way, is the audio coming through the Elgato? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. I don't know why. The screenshot noise came through the phone and it threw me off. So, where am I going? I'm going to Crystals. Sim says something about Ghost. Also, Sim uses Quake. Again, not to belabor the point, Spidey. The point was that I'd rather use these champions situationally than rely heavily on them. It's fine. Also, I'm not going to act like I can play Quake that well all the time. No lie, that was probably the best Quaking I've ever done in my life. Alright, where are you? What am I even looking for? I'm looking for the tier 5 CC. Every time I come into this list, the crystals are in a different order. Here we go. Alright, I don't think there's any class that I can fully form again here. I think the best I can do is get to like half of a tech, or like 2/3 of another mystic or a skill, I think. But I don't really have champs to rank up out of those classes, so you know, whatever's good here. Cosmic would be great. I have multiple Cosmic champs that I would be willing to take up. Go ahead and tap it. And we're getting 25% of a... Okay, I'll take that all day. If I could somehow form another Cosmic, then I would stop having to think about Corvus versus Captain Marvel and just rank them both up. So I'm definitely happy with that. We're still ways off from getting another one, though, so... MSD, what's good, man? Here we go. Guess a short stream. Nah, Kai, we'll stick around and do some other stuff. Like I said, I have some more tokens left, so we can go hang out in the side event, or we can just chat and play the Cav EQ for a while. All right. Nexus is the next thing. So before I open this, I just want to reiterate, because I fully expect to get 3 bad choices here, because that's just the way my luck has been going with 6 stars lately. But I want to reiterate that regardless of how these rewards turn out for me, this content was the most fun I've had in content in this game ever. I think that deciding somewhere along the way to do the whole thing itemless really made it more enjoyable for me. And I think that the fact that I didn't really spend any items kind of will hopefully negate a bit of the sting if I get some crap champ out of here. So, still feeling horrible after that Daredevil. You and me both, dude. Dark Abyss, Void. Oh, dude, don't tease me with that. All right, we'll pep this, even though I don't believe in such superstitions. Some good champ here. So like I said, guys, I fully expected to get completely screwed with these. And there you have it. 3 champs from 6 years ago, none of whom have any remote relevance in today's game. I'll probably go with Hulk because he can reverse power gain with Sasquatch, but to be honest, I'm probably never going to use Hulk. I mean, I guess I could get Storm and do like Horseman Storm, but... what do you guys think? They're all bad. They're all bad. Storm's good with APOC. Yeah. Storm as a horseman. Yeah. I don't think I'd ever use... I mean, Iron Man is just out. Hulk with the power gain. Like, I'm not going to use that synergy. I'll just use Void if I need to reverse power gain like that. So, I think Storm with APOC is probably the way to go. If there's like a Thunderstruck path or something where I need to do like massive amounts of shock damage, I think that would be the way. All right, so we'll go with Storm, I think. But guys, can we just gaze upon the majesty that is, without a doubt, the worst Nexus I've ever opened in my life? Just wow. Good times, guys. Good times. All right. Why don't we put some ISO? I don't even know. Do I have any mutant ISO? I might have used it all on APOC when I ranked him up the other day. Yeah, I don't even have any mutant ISO to put into her. Oh boy. Boy. You know what? I don't even want to do that. We're just gonna leave her as is for now. We'll test out. We'll test her out as at her base, at her very base. All right. So we want APOC. We want Storm. Where are you at? Who else do we want? We want Cable. I think P90X has something with her, doesn't she? What is it? Oh no, nothing's going to be useful for this. What other good synergies are good for her? Maybe like Professor X? Is there a synergy with her that makes her shocks last a bit longer other than the Horseman? Let's look over the ye old synergies. Where are you at? Storm. Here we go. Sim is storming mad about that Nexus. I mean, it is what it is, guys. My 6-star luck, like that's par for the course. My 6-star luck, other than Dragon Man, it's just been so bad. Energy resistance, I don't need that. Friends, I don't need that. Shock potency. All right, we'll add Professor X there. I have him as a 4-star. That'll help that. Don't need. We could add Corvus, I guess. We did that one already. Mutant Agenda. Permanent passive prowess. That's pretty good. And then power. Okay. Let's do Beardo then. Yeah. A little bit of extra prowess. My measly 4-star Beardo. Disgusting picks. I know, Alex. I know. Yeah. Tell you what, we're just gonna go and we'll use up a revive. I have revives out the wazoo in my stash because as it stands right now, the only content that I have left to do is Abyss Exploration. So yeah. I guess that's the silver lining of not getting good champions, is that I don't really need champions for anything at the moment. Alright, we'll activate the Horseman. And I don't even remember how... Can I not get to the info page here? Awesome. I don't even remember how the Horseman thing works with her. I think it's something like you refresh the shocks, right? Each hit of a heavy attack into a shocked opponent has a 60% chance to inflict an additional shock. If this champion is a Horseman, shock effects last 50% longer and heavy attacks refresh all shocks. Alright, so we need to use like one special one, I think, to get a single shock on her, or on him, and then... Yeah, all special attacks, 60%. Oh, the heavy attacks do it too. Okay, we'll do that. So it's just heavy after heavy, essentially. There we go. Okay, that shock damage is pretty ridiculous already. Of course, you have to contend with the ridiculously passive AI in Realm of Legends, so... I wonder if the shocks have a cap. Okay, yeah, that shock damage is pretty nutso. There we go. I'm gonna get the shocks refreshed here. $40 shocks. All right, we're up to 10,000 damage per second here. Now I kind of want to put some ISO into her. All right, that shock damage is crazy. Really crazy. Pixie. YouTube sent me here. Guess I won't get to see that tutorial about drugstore makeup versus high-end makeup brands. I don't know. Can you tell which kind I'm wearing? If I had Mutant ISO... Actually, did the crystal switch today? Let's just check real fast. They did not. Okay. Bro R3 her? I don't think so. I don't think so. Like the shock duration is really nice, but you need almost a full team behind her, and you need to be able to consistently parry. I wonder how viable she'd be in, like, Abyss, which is content where you can consistently parry and get heavies off. I mean, that's a lot of damage in a very short amount of hits. She really feels like Mutant Gamora, who is another champ that you really essentially just need to play similarly. Oh, look, I can snap heavy too. What you gonna do about that? God, I hate the AI in Realm of Legends. It's so frustrating to play around how passive they are. I think she would also benefit from like the Quake and is it Black Widow or Hawkeye, the ability accuracy one? Like if you could get more consistent stuns off with the special one. I mean that's the easiest way to refresh rather than relying on parries just to keep them stunned. it's only like a 60% chance. I mean, for a rank 1 level 1 champ, I mean that's not bad. That's not bad. CB, what's up, dude? Labyrinth with white mag synergy for more aggressive AI. I mean, but you have in Labyrinth you're gonna run out of parries though. If I had ISO, I would. I mean, we can dump some into her. It's certainly fun to play her like this. As far as like uses, I think like Thunderstruck is probably the thing that I would probably use her most for. Because I don't have a Black Widow. I could use Hulkbuster too. I have him as well. Yeah. So she's level 8 now. I mean, I could dump generic ISO into her. It's not like I'm hurting for gold here. Tier 6 generic ISO. Here we go. I feel so gross using generic ISO on anybody. I hear the words 39 vids of why rank 3 storm is so good somewhere in my ear. No, I won't rank 3 storm. Definitely not. Definitely not. She would, I mean, she would need a bit more utility. Like the resistance, she has like shock resistance, I think. But yeah. That's pretty niche. Ugh. Gross. Generic, gray, bland, boring ISO. Alright, we've ranked her up, or we'll level her up, rather. Bro, you should R3 Corvus and start playing Suicides. Yeah, I would use them all the time if recoil wasn't a thing. I hate recoil, is what it boils down to for me. Taz, what's good, dude? If you had more mutant ISO in your makeup, then you wouldn't look so pale. Wow, I'm not that pale. I have the light setting on daylight maybe. Plus, I've been indoors for like a year and a half, so whatever. This is going to be an interesting matchup because I won't be able to... Oh, no stun, no shock. I'm not going to be able to get very many heavies off. There we go. Nice. And apparently I wasn't blocking. Oh, he stunned me. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, this is not a very good matchup. Like any instance where you can't get off the heavies like completely negates her ability. So like Juggernaut, perfect example. Nice, no parries. I'm not getting anything off this special ones here either. Just nothing. Everything that could go wrong in this fight has gone wrong. What have I gotten? A grand total of 1 shock this entire fight. Nothing on the heavies. Nothing on the special one. There we go, finally. Yeah, see, the shocks are going to run out by the time I'm able to throw another heavy attack, so there's one of her shortcomings, is that if you are unable to stay aggressive and punish, her abilities are gonna not work anymore. Also, I'm not refreshing the stuff anymore, which is weird. Oh, why am I not a horseman anymore? That's what. Why did my horseman ability go away? What the hell? That's why nothing's working. My horseman ability is gone. Amazing. Amazing. That's why nothing's refreshing. What? Every month, guys. Every month, it's a new and amazing bug. Amazing. Look, the icon is gone. It's just like the horseman just disappeared. So there you go. Brand new bug. The horseman ability can be randomly removed from your champion without anything happening. Is it because I upgraded her? I think it's because I went and upgraded her. I'm gonna have to report that. So if you level up or rank up a champ while they're a horseman, the horseman ability goes away. That should not be happening. Let me make a note that has to be what it is the level up. Leveling up a champion while they're a horseman removes a horseman. You've been horsed. All right. Well, let's try again. Trying to think. I don't think there's any better like synergies we can use with her. I don't want to waste another revive, so we're just gonna have to win a fight with Apocalypse first. APOC is the best thing to happen to Storm, yeah. Alright. So we'll just, yeah, I'll probably submit a bug report for that. I'm guessing that's not intended, because there's nothing in the abilities that says that should be happening, or should not be happening. Enter the fight 4 minutes ago. Look, 1 out. Moon stream. Thanks, CB. That has to be what it is, because that's the only. That's the only thing that I did. In between. Look at this. Look at this jerk. Parry. Parry just doesn't work. Oh man, guys. Sometimes I feel like I just need a huge break from this game. Because stuff continues to like deteriorate every month that they release an update. Look at us, exterminators, I know. Extraordinaire. Alright, we'll make these permanent. I'm not really sure if it's better just to leave the debuffs. I mean, you increase their potency, so I guess it is better in the long term to make them permanent. And it's much easier to play him when you don't have to constantly heavy. I mean, about 2k damage per second. Oh, big red numbers, folks. I think the bleeds also count for those numbers too. So it's worth it to throw a heavy off before you use a special attack. Alright, cool. Cap is overrated. Get out of here, Terrence. Wolvie's bleeds as a horseman are insane. Can't wait till a 6-star of him is available. Probably never, Alex. Probably never. I mean, they haven't even put him in the basic pool yet, and he was just released after 5 years as a 5-star. So don't expect 6-star Wolverine anytime soon. I mean, Horseman Wolverine as a 5-star is like completely OP. So. All right, we'll see how this goes this time. I did activate the ability. Okay, and it is there. So I think it took us 50 shocks to get up to... Oh, get out of here. Sometimes they snap, sometimes they don't. Yeah, like... The heavy only playstyle... I feel like it throws off the rhythm of the fight for me. Because you're constantly just having to bait out a parry. Ooh, you can get 2 heavies off with this SP2. That's good to know. I feel like there's not a huge damage increase between level 1 and level 25. Because it's still taking us about 50 shocks to get to 10k per second. Yeah. It would be easy for you to win this fight, put some ISO in it so they could say they can't say it was a fluke. Never say never. I fully expect him to be released. I don't know. I don't know. Has anybody tried Horseman Weapon X, by the way? Alright, so the ability is still here. You can make another attempt at this jugs here. Trying to remember, doesn't Storm also have an ability where the more power she has, the more her crit rate goes up? Or is that Electro I'm thinking of? No shocks yet. Now, if the shocks did something like reduce their ability accuracy, that would be pretty useful. Oh, there we go. We can refresh with the heavy and cancel out into a special attack. That seemed to work out pretty well. He's being very cooperative. He hasn't thrown a special since like the beginning of the fight. Oh. Yep. Yeah. I mean, you have to play around the unstoppable. Sim said they would never release Scarlet Witch as a 5-star since she was broken and ruined the game, and then they released her. Did I say that? I don't think I said that. Kabam Mike said that. He said that he had played with a maxed out. He had played with a maxed out Scarlet Witch and said something like there is no content that can stop her or something like that. Oh, meant Kabam said that. Yeah. But I think regarding that though, CB, I think that they fully intended to not release her, but with that whole like thing that went down when like Seaton left his alliance and everything, and they had to like scramble for some PR. I think that they were like, we need to do this because it's something that people want. So, had that not happened, I doubt we would have ever had seen her or Wolverine. Wolvie's regen is pretty good. Makes him OP. Many nodes and chance to counter that. That's true. It's true. Recommendations on who to bring for the unlimited power path. So Alex, I used Ronan. Ronan can cheese every fight on that path except for Storm. Because Storm will glance your abilities. And Garut will shrug off the stuns faster, although once you get enough stun with Ronan, it's not going to be that big of a deal. If you don't have a duped Ronan, I would bring Morningstar. How many paths do you have left for Book 2, 100%? 0, Taz. We finished it earlier. And our reward was a 6-star Storm. Yay! Yeah, use duped Ronan. However, again, do not use Ronan against Storm P90X. Because if she glances one of your stuns, then you're going to get an SP3 to the face and you're going to be in trouble. You know, her ability text says that she can stun or shock off the heavy, but I haven't seen a single shock off the heavy yet. Yeah, Taz, we had just one path left, and then I did a live rewards opening. So in terms of catalysts, we did pretty well on the catalyst. I fully formed a mutant with the selector. Oh man, no stun there, I forgot. So that was nice, and then we pulled a cosmic from the crystal, which I was not upset about at all. But then the Nexus was, no hyperbole, the worst Nexus I've ever had in my life. And one of the worst I've ever seen from anybody. So, but again, like I fully expected to get boned by the rewards, and I did. And I did not want to... the rewards being terrible did not lessen my enjoyment of the content. So, you know, rewards are what they are. May have been watching inauguration stuff. That we just did it like a little bit ago. My live stream timer reset. That was weird. I know I haven't been live for only 5 minutes. Another thing that could make Storm useful is if, like, if you had a way to, like, hit into their block to stun them with a certain amount of shocks. Just, like, some way to make her rotation feel a bit more fluid. Storm on Storm action. Act 7 Nexuses are notoriously bad from what I've seen. Yeah, it feels bad. Like, you know, you go and look at some of these other creators, and like everybody's posting these like insane, you know, CEO opening, blah 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 blah. And I'm over here pulling Daredevil from a featured and OG Storm from a Nexus. And OG Storm was my best option, which should tell you how bad the other two were. So I think this is the original Storm. So she doesn't have all the crazy resistance, it looks like. What a bummer, though. I mean, she's fun. Hopefully I can get some use out of her at some point. But I feel like she is only viable in content as a horseman. So she automatically needs one other person on the team with her. And potentially two if you don't want to ramp up APOC normally, or can't for whatever reason. And then, like, if you want to get maximum duration of the shocks, you need, was it Beardo on the team too? So I feel like this is like her optimum setup, where you're only going to use her for every fight on a path, including a boss. But you need to be able to consistently parry. You need to be able to consistently, like, punish specials and land heavies. So, my Nexus was Black Panther, CW, Nova, and Superior Iron Man. Oh, dude, that is about as bad as mine. That was the worst Nexus of any that I've ever seen, no matter the content. Oh my. Yeah, like I mean, I just sitting here playing her. I feel like I've rattled off like 2 or 3 really easy changes that could make Storm much more viable. But like, sitting here and just parry heavy, I mean, I guess you could argue it's just as, you know, it's the same, roughly the same as playing Colossus, but for some reason with her it's like just not that exciting. I don't know. And like, if at any point the shocks fall off, that would feel pretty bad. Just trying to think of what else she'd be useful for. Like Diss Track. This would absolutely be a good counter for Diss Track, but again, you need APOC on the team at a bare minimum, and you can already do Diss Track with him. So why would you need to bring Storm to do it? She would be good for stopping regen with Despair, but you only need a few debuffs to do that, and you know, 33, 50 debuffs a bit overkill. Since you can't, they put a limit on how much you can reverse with Despair now. So I'm trying to think of all the things that I've mentioned, like a more consistent stun would be great. A way to hit into their block to stun them with so many shocks. Maybe like 2% chance per shock to hit into their block to stun them. I think that would be pretty fair. What was the other thing that I said? I can't remember the third one. Sim, you can use the APOC cheese in war or AQ. Have someone that brings in APOC and uses Horseman ability. That's true. That is true. We'll take. I mean, we'll finish the path here. I do kind of want to see how she performs against Wolverine, if she can outdamage his healing. I mean, she should definitely be able to shut it off with Despair. So. Also, still looking for that shock on a heavy. I don't think it exists. Oop. I thought I was out of range there. Let me check her, I want to check what that power thing is with her. Oh, reduces potency of shocks by 60% based on stored power. While suffering from a shock, her special damage is increased by 30%. Okay, so you almost need like a suicide mastery for shock to get that to work. I need to learn that light attack thing that MSD does all the time when I'm too far away. This should be interesting too because of the poison. So we'll see how it works. I should have some poison resistance, I think. Or is that from a different synergy, actually? Oh, I can't check synergies. Yeah, never mind. I think you need Colossus for the poison resistance synergy. Look, poison on the very first crit. Isn't that always how it works? Oh, and a heal block on the second one. Perfect. Two poisons now. I'm just gonna probably die from the poison. If we die, we'll just revive her or use APOC or something. Maybe we'll get a little bit of healing if she places other debuffs. Alright, I'll take that power drain. All day. Looks like we did gain a little bit of health. Trimortal Hulk, best science champ? Not sure if serious. If OP's still here, he'd probably agree with you. Alright, that wasn't nearly as bad as I was expecting in terms of poison. I think we came out roughly even on that. The only way to shock on heavy is if they already have a shock. Oh, is that right? I must have misread that. Thank you. Let me double check that. You're probably right. I must have just missed it. No, 60% chance to shock your opponent on a heavy attack. Yeah. So it's just, maybe it's broken. Who knows? Alright, this should be interesting. So we should be able to effectively shut off his regen pretty quickly. And we'll even be able to reverse it to a point. I forget what the cap on heal reversal with Despair is now. But once we get to that point, I mean, he'll fall pretty quickly. Yeah, we've already shut it off. So the limit might be like, maybe they just changed it so that you can't reverse healing with Despair anymore. Certainly what it looks like. It also looks like the shocks are falling off at like sequentially instead of all at once, which is actually very helpful. So if you miss the timer on the first one, it's not gonna hurt you too much. All right, that was pretty cool. So we shut off his healing like almost right away as soon as we got shock and heavy up. I mean, less than 100 hits to kill Wolverine with a 6-star rank 1. I mean, I'll take that. Not the fastest way. I actually think that's fewer hits to kill him than like Guillotine does. Hey, this is an Act 7.1. What's up, Parzival? Yeah, we fully explored 7.1 earlier. Open rewards, and now we're just having some fun until I feel like going to eat some ice cream. If we miss a parry against this guy, it's gonna be pretty rough. Although he hasn't got many buffs, we're not critting very much against him, so. I am legitimately curious how a rank 3 Storm with as a horseman would do in some Abyss fights. This is what? It's 3 hits per heavy. And you can consistently parry in almost all the Abyss fights. And I don't know, I mean, we haven't been able to see if there's any damage cap or cap on the shocks. I mean, if there is, it's probably like 99. June, what's good, dude? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ice Cream Monster, what you get? I got a 6-star Sorcerer Supreme today. Well, Parzival, that is way better than anything I've gotten in the past, like, 2 months. My Nexus was OG Hulk, OG Iron Man, and OG Storm. And as you can see, this is who we picked. The worst Nexus I've ever seen. So, I mean, she's fun. In order to be at all useful for any type of content, you need to have her as a horseman. And ideally with some other synergies that lengthen the shock duration. I don't know that you necessarily need a full team around her. Oh, nice, my game lagged there and I got hit. Perfect. I don't know that you necessarily need a full team around her, but she has very little utility. It's all damage. I also think that there are better horsemen, of course. I mean, Colossus and Wolverine are both better horsemen than her. I'm just trying to think of like where she would be useful in content these days, and the only thing I can think of is like Thunderstruck, which is still such a niche node. Maybe we'll see more of it in the future. Maybe not. I don't know. I still think she needs a bit of a... She doesn't need a full rework, necessarily. But she needs a few tweaks to make her useful. OG for Oh God? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I'd have gone with OG Iron Man since he'd get more potential to receive a buff. I mean, I didn't want somebody to maybe get a buff later. Storm, as a horseman, she was the best choice. Like, I almost picked Hulk for the power reverse synergy with Sasquatch, but if I have plenty of other champs that do power control way better than Hulk does. So, all right, how long have I been going? She would kill if they introduce shock vulnerability. Yeah, for sure. Maybe I'll do, maybe I'll write down some notes on, like, what I would do to make her better. If you guys can remember the things that I said, so, like, what did I say, like a 2% chance per shock to stun on blocked hit. So I'm like, looking at ways to make her, make her rotation more fluid. I feel like the stun on a blocked hit would be very cool. By the time you get to anywhere close to 100%, the fight would probably be over. I mean, even if it was 1% per shock, let's change it to 1. That's more fair. 1% chance per shock to stun on a blocked hit. Oh, ability accuracy reduction per shock. That was the other one I couldn't think of. Even though mutants aren't really known for AAR. She should be able to refresh with a light ending combo. Yeah, like the biggest thing with her is just like the parry heavy style is not very exciting. It doesn't have the same, even though it's essentially the same as Colossus, it doesn't have the same like oomph that Colossus does. Because with Colossus, when you do a heavy attack, you're doing like chunks of damage per heavy, and you feel like you're doing something. Play Horseman Gambit, it's so fun. I only have like a rank 1 5-star Gambit, so Horseman Gambit is a lot of fun. That perfect block that he gets is pretty awesome. There was one other thing I said. Shock or stun percent chance per blocked hit to stun, AAR per shock. And there was one other thing I said that I would want to have. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to rewind it and watch them. Big Blue in the house. What's up, dude? It's been a while since I've seen you here. I want for her to have a mode that turns her into an Omega-like damage dealer. If in this mode you are close to her, you get passive shock damage. That would be cool. That would be very cool. I'm trying to think, like, they just need to give her something, like, really unique. Like what if she was immune to recoil, for example? Not that she's, like, a viable suicide champ or whatever, but just something like, there needs to be something that she has that would say, you know, I really think that Storm is the best choice for whatever node this is. Because, like, she's just so bland, and if you don't have her as a horseman, she's useless. She doesn't have full shock resistance. Oh, that's weird. When I look at her in here, that heavy attack text is gone. I don't know, Terrence, if you're still here. I know you were here when I was showing that off. The heavy text is gone. Perfect. That's awesome. P.S. Been lurking for a long time. All right, dude. Next time, say hi, man. At least so I know you're here. What else would Storm? What else would she be good for? Like, like, you think of mutants, you think prowess, you think special damage. Just like, yeah, the parry heavy style is, there's no flow to it, no rhythm. Imagine Kabam editing out the text midstream. Yeah. Ah, crap, he saw it. Kabam EK is like sounding an alarm. Whoop, whoop. We've got a text malfunction on OG Storm. Oh, man. When did I start streaming? How long have I been going for? About almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours. What else can we do? What else can we do? Maybe I'll just call it early tonight. I went late last 2 nights. So yeah, again, I have a bit of a content problem, guys, and it's a good problem to have, in that the only thing I have left to do in the game at the moment is Abyss exploration. So I guess that's what the next big thing will be. We'll plan for another path of that. And I have Cav difficulty to get to. We'll probably work on that tomorrow if J-Rock's not available for whatchamacallit, incursions. So there are so many better parry heavy champs. Yes, 100% accurate. Yeah. Been in and out of the room for the past 2 hours. Had some dinner, came back, took a quick shower, came back. All right. Let's see who is live. I want that ice cream. Ice cream is Colin. Brian knows what's up. Brian knows what's up. Oh, man. All right. Who is live? Ghost Dog is live doing some more 7.1. Well, Omega Mutant is... I didn't know he was back streaming. Cataclysm is live. Let's see what Omega's doing. I knew he came back to the game. I didn't know he came back to streaming. All right, you guys can choose who do you want to raid. You want to raid Cataclysm, or do you want to raid Omega Mutant? You guys can choose. We raided Ghost Dog yesterday, I think it was, so we won't do him 2 days in a row. You pick, you pick. Oh, man. What a day. Good times. Good times finishing Act 7. Again, content was super fun. And I actually want to go back in and try other stuff, which I would not really want to consider doing in Act 6. So, unfortunate that we again got a terrible 6-star champ, but that's just the way it is. Just the way it is. Did you get your hands on a CGR? I did. I did pull a 5-star CGR. So that was the only very bright spot in my opening today was getting him. And I have a gem to use on him, but I'm not sure that I'm going to. So, yeah, we did get CGR. So I'll try and get some rotations down with him. All right, we'll go raid. We'll go raid Cataclysm. All right, Gus, good evening, dude. You are a little bit late, my friend. We are about to go raid my friend Cataclysm here. I forget, is Cat? He's a Philadelphia guy, right? I don't want to. I think he's from Philly. We'll do Let's Go Pens. If he's from Philly, he'll understand that. If not, then it'll just make no sense to him. All right, folks. It's been real. It's been fun. That Nexus was not real fun. Today's Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. We'll be either doing Cav difficulty or incursions with Dragon Man and J-Rock. So, folks, thanks for hanging out tonight. It was a lot of fun. Peace.